Things are heating up with the Tholians. Monitor stations are detecting large fleet movements toward Federation space, and they're refusing all of our diplomatic hails. We're doing all we can to prevent a war, but it's not looking good. I want you to join a task force I'm assembling. If this goes south, I want my best people on the front line when it does.
Right, so we're going to get more experience points, more expertise, and more another console, beam array, beam bank, and lithium model.
Stay safe out there.
Let's set a course. And yeah,
the Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline and I think I've found the problem. 2 years ago, a Tholian colonial fleet was destroyed. The Tholians blamed the Federation, and increasing hostilities have ultimately led us here. This is something I'll need your help to correct.
Okay. Off we go.
I've pinpointed the incident in question, setting temporal transponder back 2 years. We need to correct the timeline during the Defiant's encounter with the Tholians.
Right, so that new human that we got that has let's say okay, so it doesn't say anywhere there, but he's got leadership. So if we put him in a in one of our slots on the ship, that will give us bonus hull regen. Whereas Tarzi, who doesn't have that skill, leadership would give us plus 3% hull regen, another 5%, 3% in combat, 5% out of combat, and a 20 resistance rating. So that's quite a bonus. So we want to we want to use him if we can, but for now we'll keep Tari in a slot. Right, what else we can do is, as we skill up, we can promote if we've got the energy credits to be able to afford to do it. We can, let's start with Charlie. We can go to career options. Right, okay, it's too early to promote them. But as we go along, we can promote these up the grade listing, which will unlock more of these stations. Let's just check our episodes. Where are we? We've got 1, 2. We've got 2 missions left of this tree. Let's go again. What I'm trying to do is get to each mission that we receive the temporal transponder. And once we've received that,
we've arrived in 2268, and not a moment too soon. The Nakul are clearly out for blood. Tholians are quite xenophobic. They may feel the Federation is part of the problem here.
Yes, so I'm trying to get to the episode that we get to the temporal transponder, and that would definitely mean that we're a temporal recruit at that point. At the moment, we're not. We're just still going through the tutorial and through the first few missions. So we'll continue until we get the temporal transponder. Also, it looks like I've got another 2 points to use if it'll let me use them. Let me just have a look to see which ones we need next. So we've got the 2 in the engineering to start with, hull restoration. So the next one we need in lieutenant is hull capacity, which will give us 50 extra points in hull capacity. So we'll test the hull capacity, and then shield restoration, which would give us 50 points in shield restoration. There we go, and that's our points spent. We've got to convince them otherwise, Daniels.
We're being hailed by the Defiant. I'll remind you that our orders forbid us from telling them anything specific about the situation. I recommend deflecting their questions until the situation here is resolved.
Agreed. Put them on screen.
Good to see you. We're in a real tight spot here. The Tholians were taking a serious beating when we reached the system, and the other ships opened fire on us the minute we dropped out of warp. Mind lending us a hand until we figure out what's going on?
Sure thing, Captain. Let's save the Tholians while we still can.
This was a Tholian colony fleet.
See if you can take a little pressure off. We need to firm up our shields.
Yep. I'm on my way.
Alert. Warp coordination.
Warning.
Attempt.
Ship is under attack.
The aliens have disabled the Tholian Flagship. She's in
Target
trouble.
shields have failed.
One down.
Sir, if the Nakul kill the Queen, an entire Tholian bloodline will be wiped out.
You might also notice once the target has been
Ship
defeated,
integrity compromised.
you can defeat this one. You see the purple? See the purple
Enemy boarding
experience
parties
point?
are beaming to the
Every
Tholian
time
Flagship.
you defeat a enemy, you get points.
Destroy the aliens. Defend the Queen.
Which is added to your experience bar.
Estimated
top.
Tholian
The
casualties
experience
are in the thousands.
gives you the upgrade
Vengeance.
to your
Vengeance for the children.
level.
Target's shields have failed.
And CMAC has given us tractor beam skills, so that we can put a tractor beam on the target. You usually have to be within 5 kilometers of the target to be able to use it. So let's use our evasive maneuvers to speed up a bit.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
We'll use our high yield as well.
Target's shields have failed.
Beam on as well.
Target's shields have failed.
Try and get quick range before it explodes on us, or just about. Wow, look at the ship.
Don't suppose you have any idea what's going on here? There's nothing on these aliens in our computers or why they'd attack the Tholians, or us for that matter.
Let's go for later, Captain. I'm going to stop the borders and Tholian Flagship.
Alright, do what you need to do. We'll talk about all of this when the shooting stops. Deal?
Deals. Stay safe, Captain.
I know it doesn't feel great keeping information from the Defiant's crew, but believe me, it's for the best. I'll monitor the situation here while you assist the Tholians. Do what you can to save them. Good luck.
Right. Beam over. And now we've got all 4, which is the maximum away team that you can have. So let's accept that.
I've found appropriate transport coordinates on the Tholian Flagship. Hopefully you can convince them that we're not at fault here. If the Tholians go to war with the Federation now, it would be devastating on a galactic scale.
Keep an eye on things, Daniels. Let me know if anything changes.
Sensors show the interior of the Tholian ship is too hot for us. You will need to put on an EV suit before going there.
Understood. Oh, we've got some automatically. Right. Let's dismiss that. Although actually that's probably a important bit. You're in a hazardous environment and have automatically activated an EV suit for your protection. Your EV suit replaces your armor while you're in this area. Your default EV suit has no defense bonuses, but you can acquire and equip special EV suits with improved modifiers. And if I open up the status, you'll see that you've got a slot for your EV suit. So when you pick one up, like we've got one now, you can slot it in there without losing your armor. And then as you get better EV suits, you can swap them out. And your away team also has the EV suit bodies. Right. And what we might do is chuck on that armor, so they've got a nice bit of armor. We'll upgrade that standard weapon. What have we got here? That's 5-point all damage resistant rating, and that's an engineering console, so we might as well equip that. That's a neutrino deflector. And that is an upgrade to the current deflector that we've got, so we'll equip that. And what about the shield? We'll leave that shield for now. And can we add that weapons battery in there? We can, right? Okay. Right, let's beam over.
I'm reading multiple Nakul hostiles, sir. They're all over the ship.
Right, let's clear them out.
Reading only a few Tholian life signs. I'm detecting numerous Nakul life signs, and more are on the way. Nakul reinforcements are on their way to your position. Stay alert.
Flanking damage detected.
Pick that up. Right. Red or green? Green. Okay. Pick that up, and there's some more.
The power levels on the flagship just spiked. Something's wrong, and I doubt the Tholians are to blame. I'm reading more incoming Nakul transporter signatures.
Alright, we'll deal with them.
The Nakul have triggered this ship's self-destruct sequence. We've got to shut that down, and fast!
Right.
The Nakul have triggered this ship's self-destruct.
Yeah, I know, you just said. Right. Is that it?
We've stopped the ship from detonating, but they're not cool. They've killed Tholian colonists and even hatchlings ruthlessly. What they've done here is an atrocity.
Our work's not finished yet.
Enemy targets on sensors.
The last remaining Tholians are close to your position, and more Nakul are on their way. I'd hurry if I were you.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Pick up these little things. There we go. Right, let's talk to the Queen.
Humanoid command unit, why did you kill your kind? This is irrational. Explain.
We are not of the Nakul. We're from the United Federation of Planets.
Federation, Nakul, all humanoids are the same. Chaotic, irrational, peaceful, then not. Warring, then you leave.
We are not the same as the Nakul, Majesty. We are not your enemy.
Those you call Nakul killed our people, our children, all are dead. Our sisters must know. Leave now, Federation. Leave us to our final task.
What can we do to help? We fought the Nakul. We came to save you.
You cannot help us. Too late. The hatchlings slaughtered, the colonists lost. Nothing can help in the face of this terror. We must send our message. Others will come. Leave now.
We've got enemy ships on an intercept course, including a dreadnought. We won't last long against a force like that.
Understood.
Continue to fight Nakul. Keep them from us while we contact our sisters. If you speak truly, you will not betray us.
We won't let you down.
We better get back to the ship before that Nakul dreadnought comes into range.
Right, let's go.
I've been monitoring the Tholian Queen's progress. She hasn't been able to send the signal to her people. Orders?
We'll protect her while she works, Daniel. That message must go out.
Okay, let's have a little chat. What's the situation here? Where did those alien ships come from? I'd like some straight answers for a change.
Look, Captain, my orders are need to know, and
I don't need to know, right? I read you, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. That big alien ship is still heading our way. Let's focus on that.
sounds like a plan, Captain. Here on out.
Here they come.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed. Four shields failing. Target's shields have failed.
Another one?
Target's shields have failed.
A little bit more into the other side.
Target's shields have failed.
We just lost our engines. It'll take a while for my chief engineer to work a few miracles. That dreadnought is coming in fast. My engineers are gonna need time. A lot more time.
Target's shields have failed.
More ships inbound to our location. The alien dreadnought is concentrating fire on the Tholian Flagship.
Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
Now, how are we going to take out the big one?
Federation, you have proven you are different. Rational. This pleases us. We have sent word to our sisters. The Nakul will pay. The Federation will not. Now, vengeance for the slaughter of a generation. Vengeance for our children.
The Queen's message has been sent through subspace and... Yes! The timeline is correcting itself. Good work. Now, we just need to help with... Oh no. The Queen is going to full impulse. She's gonna ram the Not Cool Dreadnought!
Evasive maneuvers. Fire into Defiant. Get out of there.
Our engines are still down! We can't escape!
Oh no.
Captain, look at the Defiant. Perhaps a scan would be in order?
Scanning. I can't tell if there are life signs over there or not. Defiant appears to be phasing in and out of local space-time. The interaction of Nakul chronal energies with the proto-nebula has made this area of space very unstable and prone to rifts into other dimensions.
Is there anything we can do to help?
We might be able to get a lock onto their crew with the computer's assistance and perform an emergency beam-out, but we'll need to act fast.
No. I'm afraid that this is their fate. This is one of the hardest things about being a temporal agent. We can only make the changes we have to make, not the ones we want to make.
There has to be something we can do here, Daniel.
I'm afraid there's not. History states that the Defiant went missing, only to be found here weeks later by the Enterprise. Though they're lost, we now know that they played an important role in keeping the Federation safe, in protecting the timeline. For what it's worth, I will be sure their heroism is included in my report. The Tholians will remember this as well. This encounter may lead them to be more inward-focused, avoiding conflicts with the Federation, for the time being. At the very least, they will know that it wasn't the Federation that was responsible for the destruction of their colony convoy.
See to it that you do. Let history never forget the name Defiant.
All decks have reported in, Captain. We're ready to return to our own time on your order.
Make it so.
Captain Archer had similar concerns when I worked with him. We often disagreed, but in the end, we were able to work past our differences and do the right thing. I hope you and I can do the same. Leaving Defiant to her fate was a hard choice, but it saved untold billions of lives. That has to count for something.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.